we're a member of the British Business Integrity Index, which again is the same thing. We've committed that we won't be involved in any corruption, any funny business. So the idea is to try and, within the private sector, try and drive a change within society to stop the scourge of corruption.
By the way, guys, look at this. Family wealth, keeping it in the family.
Dad, when we first started this business, what did you say to me?
I said, yes, we do a podcast.
Why?
Because I want to tell our story.
Why?
Because I know the story builds a legacy.
Builds a legacy. And that is exactly what we do here at ETS Rubasha Media. We market your story on social media so you could build a legacy for those who come after you, to build your business and your personal brand.
Yeah, follow us on our platform. Go on our website, etsrubashamedia.com.
This is about legacy, and it is about showing up on social media every single day, because if you don't show up, your competition will.
So this is our new company, Sugira, as I said, AWM Associates. So we got the office last year. We have just recruited somebody to be our trust administrator / manager. So she'll be starting in about a week, actually, 1st of May. So this company, as I said, was set up with the intention of being professional trustees for registered family trusts here in Kenya.
So for someone who's listening to that, what does that mean?
So if you're a client family here in Kenya and you have maybe family property that you want to ensure is passed down over generations, or other assets that you want to make sure are protected and can become generational wealth, then those assets can be settled into a family trust. So for example, the Rubasha Family Trust, you can settle assets in there, and you would appoint AWM Associates as professional trustees of that trust. So we would administer it and manage it on behalf of the beneficiaries of that trust, who would be designated by the settlor. The settlor being the person who transfers the assets into the trust.
Yeah. So Rubasha Family Trust, we say, okay, we want AWM Associates to help us manage the beneficiaries, manage things within the trust.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's great information for you guys, and I think breaking it down. So you come in the office? Or?
So the benefit is, obviously, it's next door to Waugh McDonald, so we use this space quite often for client family meetings. As I said, it's still relatively new. We're still going to get a big TV and a camera and what have you, so we can have proper video conferences with. We have client families, although we're based in Kenya, we have client families who have family members in Australia, in the UK, and in the Emirates. So quite often we'll have video conference calls with them, so if we can utilize that room, all the better.
Awesome. And then obviously the main office here, where we did our podcast interview.
Yeah.
How long have you guys had this place for?
We've been here about 3 years. As I said, when we transitioned from the home office, we got this space so we could increase the team, have a place to meet with clients. I'll be honest, I thought initially clients wouldn't want to come into the office. I thought, because we always went to visit clients, but clients are quite happy to come here. We have quite a nice space. Yeah, so this is where it all happens.
So clients usually come in and they'll come in here?
Yeah, so we come in here if we have a more formal meeting. Now that we have a boardroom next door, we use the boardroom next door, but normally we just have our meetings here, work through, and sometimes at the desk. Yeah. From a selfish perspective, it allows me to be a bit more efficient, because as I'm sure you're well aware, the traffic in Nairobi is far from ideal, so it's difficult to get out and about, see lots of people. But if people are happy to come in here, then it allows me to be more efficient with my time.
And yes, on that traffic, that's why I came here early, because I didn't trust it, and I was like,
Then there was no traffic.
Yeah, exactly. And I got here quite early.
Exactly.
But it was perfect. No, thank you so much for showing us around. Thank you so much for doing the interview. You guys are going to watch an amazing interview where Richard really broke down amazing things. And I also want to give a big shout out to LinkedIn. You know, the reason why Richard and I are here is through LinkedIn. I connected with you over a year ago.
Yeah.
Through LinkedIn, and you know, invited me to his office. Amazing conversation. So for other CEOs who are watching this, who are within our audience, if you want to connect with Richard on LinkedIn, I will put it in the description and along with the website.
Lovely. Cheers, Joe. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're going to love that one.